YouTube is coming on. Alright, good day, good day. This is African Crypto Warlord. Today we'll be looking at XRP USDT. What we can observe, quick sticks, is just mark these levels out right now. You have this distribution cone. This is on the 1 minute. This is reverse wave trend, so if it closes below the reverse wave trend, you're going to look for continuation to the downside, at least to the orange. And then we're going to whip up VRE levels. It's left its daily mean, which it has retreated from all the way up here. The general idea being is now that we are in this region, we'll be looking for like a close here, but more than likely this higher term time frame reverse wave trend down here as it's crossed through a PB cone, and you'll see the market structure being denied in this region. Right, so we've touched the cone, we've touched the center of the cone. Now we're going to zoom out and we're going to see if we have expansion to the downside. So it looks like it wants to follow through the bottom of the cone here. Let's have a look. We're still in the trend. When does it flip? Sideways. So this is the sideways point. If they close here, let's mark that out. Quick. There you go. At that open, that's fine. We don't have to mark it out. If they close above the open, we can look for one candle close above the JMA. If we carry on below this candle close, then we're going to continue to the downside. There's a doji being set in. Blue flashes are coming on and off, but your trade is when your blue flash comes off. We've hit an outlier event, PB cone. Alright, let's go see if so quick thing, the 5-day, 21-day and 7-day do have positive drift, so we will be monitoring for bots and algos to be buying up quite a lot of selling pressure until stated otherwise. We have bullish mean reversion points on the 15-minute in which we can nail down and see what can form it. On the 15, on like a 45-minute, that is a bullish div area. And if we were to set this off, any one of these levels, there's a daily mean here. Obviously this is 4 or 5 minutes worth of price candle action. As you start zooming out, it just starts to look like a wick. If it pulls back here, I want to leave this on. Okay, so it looks like we're having a little bit of a recovery. So I have a minute here to play out this current distribution cone for you guys, just to show you how it plays out. Let's make this quick. It's on auto, so I think I figured something out. Can do that. Oh, if I adjust it, it's broken. Fricadels. Okay, play out. It's touching the PB cone now. The mean. Okay. So you will see how it plays into these levels. Right, you see how it plays into these levels. So the general idea being is at the start of the distribution cone, you have to be very quick with your trades. Time comes and goes really quickly. The further you get away, or the further you get away from origin or the source of the cone, the more time you have to make up your mind with regards to what is going on. So these moves start to get slower, like you'll see 3 minutes now that we're getting further away, 5 minutes. It's not just so whipsaw. So we're down here, we've hit the mean, we're looking to, if you want to put in a bear div, you obviously fail it in this region. Now I'm going to shuffle up, seeing as there's a little bit of a pop. We're going to do the full run to show you what is happening. Come on, don't glitch me. Okay, small and big returns on the 21-day, but I want to show you on XRP USDT. Come, is this the one? Is this no, not compare. Control Z. XRP USDT. There we go. And here, okay, 3 flashes. There's only, it makes like a W on a bell curve if you're to plot that data. So what's happened is we're now moved into sideways action. Okay, sideways action will allow this to naturally print through on the next print on the 21-day. Okay, and that's pretty bullish because now we've hit outlier events. Given we are below previous lows, but we don't know where this candle will close. for the next one to open. But naturally, if we're here, we have sideways volatility, so bots and algos will be fighting themselves, trying to make a range, you can say. Okay, we have contraction positively correlated. That ends in, on the 7-day, that ends in 9 hours and 45 minutes. It's not a bad thing. Next best is contraction, whilst this moves negative. It'll be very close to the mean, so it'll be very touch and go on the 7-day. Sorry, I want to see the 14-day. 14-day has positive drift, which is supporting action outside of outlier event. We have had a touch. Returns are decaying to the upside, so the up candle is now going to get smaller in that sense. Obviously, we've had a huge rip, so that is an easy observation to make out. 5-day, the thing that's buying up the market, and I can put up a cone on that. I should put up a cone on that. 3, and we've run into like Laplace level 3 and Laplace level 4. Contraction positively correlated. We still have red flashes going. Obviously decay in returns, as the next candle won't be as big as that. We have mean reversion play. 3 minutes. 3 minute is expansion to the upside. 3 days expansion to the upside, positively correlated, which supports this outlier event from taking longer to happen. The cross through outlier event over here is happening. We're dragging back through though, but we're still in the trend as this trend wave is going up. Returns obviously small because this is a doji, and it says because it's a doji and it's red, it's to the downside. Okay, 2-day we have, okay, we're back at the cone. 2 days expansion to the downside. 24-hour, it's alright. 24-hour is contraction positively correlated. 12-hour, I just want to, yeah, we're bouncing at the same cone level. 24-hour sideways. 12-hour sideways. 6 hours, so they're rushing this 1 minute. Or actually need to do it on this one. So they're rushing this 1 minute. Okay. We'll just make sure that this cone is in the right place. Come on. It's lower than recommended. Well then hurry up the internet speed. Okay. So this is our mean. That's what we're playing off of. Alright. Hold above here, you go there. Hold above there, you go there. You hold above there, you go there. Close below here, you go here. Close below here, you go here. Close below here, you go here. Okay. As you can see, you didn't really get a chance to know that it was going to close below here, but it did fail to hit the top side of the cone, so you can have a rush through. And we're going to go look for some positive drift, because that looks like positive drift, even though we have sideways here. Mean reversion outlier event happening in this region. Might not have the steam to initially break through here, so it will have to grind it out if it wants to stay bullish. There's another level coming in. And reverse wave trend. We've closed above reverse wave trend, so we will be looking to close at this mean, at this junction of the mean. Alright, sideways. 5 minute, will 5 minute be turning around? Sideways, we're at a reverse wave trend level. Looking like it wants to close on the inside. If it saves here, we'll have like a hidden bull div maybe come through the book, because return oscillator is that's making that's go down, that go up, and then there'll be a hidden div or something like that. Close above this UMP, which it's charging for. It's getting stuck in here now. Okay, reverse oscillator, so what's that? 494894. Is anything at a mean reversion point? starting to look around. That's crossed. Expansion to the downside on the 15-minute though, with Shannon Entropy behind it. To flip this signal, you will need to close above JMA. Alright, the volatility is looking to expand, but currently next best phase is to the downside, but the downside is saying that it's losing its trend even with Shannon Entropy. So it can drag itself out. That's what we'll look for. So anything that will confirm negative drift will help set that in, like this on the 30-minute. Turn off PB cone and leave VRE. Contraction moving into negative correlation, which will mean there'll be positive drift. Expansion, sloppy chips, meaning there's not going to be too good of a defense against this mean reversion play. That mean reversion play will more than likely be confirmed if you close outside of this red line. More so, to defend it, you would want to close back up a daily mean, which they're charging for. This looks like someone's going to send a sell order through quick, just to make people panic. Let's see. Contraction, positively correlated. Okay, looking a little bit healthier. Expansion, positively correlated. That can lift it above the red line. It can get trapped at the reverse wave trend. It closes above reverse wave trend. We'll look for continuation through. Expansion to the downside. I want to know what 7 minutes doing. Mean reverted, contraction positively correlated. That's saying sideways, so it wants to grind out in this region. But this negative drift that's coming to the market can help deny mean reversion. Where are you going to deny mean reversion? This red line. Close below the red line. And let's see. So this one can close in here. The next candle to close below the red line will confirm downside. Well, yeah, will confirm downside because that's naturally printing up. So this is from here on the 7 minute. What it's telling me is it's going to have a very hard time trying to break this previous higher high. Okay. Wagwan. Glad to have you here. So for those that are new, I see there's one new viewer. Contraction, negatively correlated. That's adding floats up. That's what's going to try keep this candle above the reverse wave trend. Bear div. This is a very volatile moment, or very sketchy moment up here. But any drive, if that expands, that will confirm the bear div. If PC flips back, if both PCs flip under contraction, that will also run the bear div. We have mean reversion play over here. Mean reversion play is obviously going to be a little bit more set in. If this candle closes above reverse wave trend, then maybe next candle has a good opportunity to do so. ALR returns are sideways or increasing to the upside in this little doji over here, which means if it stays sideways, the trend is still on. If it doesn't, it's not good. There's your bear div, contraction, negatively correlated. They still float. We need to put up the, I think we're at a cone level. That's what caught that. I messed it up. Go big. Sorry. I should actually just have this on another chart so that I can, on another tab so I can flick over. Just so y'all can still monitor some price action. PB coin. Okay, 2 seconds. Don't do anything, XRP. We're trying to put the cone in the right place, alright? So it's 3. Come on. 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that it? Come on. Come on. Okay. Cool. Shum. It's not on a coin. Coin level is here, so this is that initial. If you close below this coin, you're going to look for continuation to the downside. What's going to stop continuation to the downside? Orange line. Orange line is the pretty much you can look at as the mean between these two right now. Okay, so it can be a bull div that gets set on this thing. So generally, what I'll be looking for is a bull div to form if you start closing above this reverse wave trend. Now we're looking for expansion. Looking for expansion. Boom. This one should lift. Oh, it went green. Sideways. Now it's dumped itself into a pump. We should see some pickup. Okay, you guys are really pushing it. Oh, we're out of the trend. We're in the trend. And it got denied. So close below reverse wave trend. You're going to send these guys ghosting down here. So it's dumping sideways. And we have no more pickup. Buyers have been exhausted. Let's see. Last 3 seconds will tell us. Right now people are just trying to buy in. Last 3 seconds will tell us. And what happens? So once to close below reverse wave trend, which confirms this. There, it's defended. This gets defended if it closes above reverse wave trend. Doesn't look so healthy with regards to trying to do so, as expansions just naturally printed to the downside. Target mean within due time. I want to see if there's positive drift forming on a 5 minute. It's getting a bit chops. Come on. Yeah, let's drag. Let's drag. Let's drag. So we're looking at that orange line that was there. That's expansion. That's definitely to that orange line. Even though that's having its outlier event, this hasn't had that yet. Blue flashes on 12. There's a lot of... Oh, get it. 1 minute. Did it do it? Yes. Cool, caught it in time. Sideways, but still looking to expand to the downside. Needs to close above. Needs to close above, and you'll start the sloppy chips coming in. Not in the right phase right now to pump through, but that is confirming outlier events are. So this again is not going to set the higher high. Volatility is quite expanded. To have 5 in a row, yes, you'll go set your higher high, but it's usually 4. And the next tick will be obviously expanding more than likely, but that says to the downside. And then you're going to have, this is the ebb and flow of volatility. You're going to have negative drift come in. This volatility is going to be contracting. That's going to be positively correlated. Negative drift mean down. Through. Did I keep the coin in the right place? Okay. Oh, what I can do is just duplicate the chart. I'm not even thinking. Okay. Okay. Law of small numbers, law of large numbers triggered on that little pump up. Is this coin still in its place? Check. You can zoom. Do it somewhere here. Come on, where's my white line, man? We're still on the data. Okay, now I can just duplicate this thing. I'll do that after I've done that. Okay. And then we're gonna go put on our 6-hour coin. Yo, just to let you know, There's a little subscribe button down here. The little mask. It's the coolest one in the game. I think if I move my mouse around, you'll see that the eyes, you can see the mouse. PNG, my guy. Okay. Bull formed from this region. Contraction positively correlated. That is the next ebb and flow, which bats this down. Shannon's getting whipped around the place. That's what 3 seconds has to say. 3 seconds says contraction into positive drift sideways here. So if they close this candle here, you'll naturally see, if they don't pump this candle, if it literally closes here, right, it needs to close a little higher, here. Right. Let's go. Okay, that's too high. That's too high. That's where you want it. Let's see, 3. Ooh, okay, that's where they want it on close, or a little higher. Okay, so 30-second is high, so there's some negative stuff building on the 30-second. Okay. Have you guys been watching the orange line? So we have 3 flashes down here. Let me just move this over. Can you see it? 3 flashes. Thin tail event, 0 data. Peak of the bell curve. Oh no. 1, 2. Right hand side of the peak of the bell curve, no data. Fat tail event, no data. We're looking to expand and get data for those points. Contraction significantly negatively correlated. This is just as good as the pump. So volatility, like here these were red, right, and they were significantly positively correlated. They pumped, right. This contraction was significantly negatively correlated is just as strong. Look how big this candle is. So positive drift is like the pump you get out of volatility contracting. Okay, negative drift is the dump you get out of volatility contracting. Volatility expanding was positively correlated is the pump that we know, like that we learn in as we do our trading journey. The dump that we know is called expansion in volatility, whilst Pearson correlation is negatively correlated. Okay, so we have contraction here coming in. So that's the PB coin, guys. PB coin's pretty good, to be honest. I need to put the VRE levels on. For some reason, maybe this just needs to be an observation that I need to double check, maybe as market conditions have changed, is I would say that I would usually go and say stuff like this, but now I want to make sure that I have the right observation. So I've been like more dramatic to the downside, because I say that it would be more profitable the lower it goes, considering how high it can go, right? So the general idea being is if I switch off all these ideas, all the lines, is I've been saying that, like, let's say we have a big, so this is like level 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So we've had 6, right? For me to be happy, let's say in the bear market, when it was the bear market, well, it's in between now because it hasn't really made a higher high on the higher time frames. But in that circumstance, the only thing that was holding that floor at like 30 cents was this -1 Laplace distribution to the downside on any time frame that I was setting in. Okay, so like I set them up on the 6 hour, I set them up on the 6 hour, I can set them up on the 90 minutes and stuff like that. Okay, so this is what you're looking for, is a break above here. Close below here, you're going to continue to here. Close below here, you're going to continue here. Open above here, you continue to here. Open above here, you continue to here. Okay. Okay. We're looking to close above. Let me drink some water. From the pros. Okay, cone level being tagged, bear div coming off of cone level. Where's the phones? And let's go set up 6 hour. Actually, maybe we should watch this, because this is really nice to observe. Now we put up a reverse wave trend. We'll be looking for an orange line. No orange line. We'll be looking for a VRE level. A VRE level. Yeah, this is going down. It's going down into positive drift. Should have some buying action get triggered. A little bit of a doji maybe on close. If it's a doji on close, it'll be easier to deny bear mean reversion, but that only happens if you close a candle above 4905. Good day, good day. So right now what we're monitoring is, this is the 1 minute time frame. We are in a Laplace distribution cone, contraction positively correlated. That is now moving into ebb and flow volatility down. It confirms mean reversion. There's a little trend we've got to watch out for here. It's still in the trend to the upside, but these two things can negate that. Flashes off, that's outlying that. Positive drift somewhere, yeah. Okay, so there you go. This is the attempt to deny mean reversion for the bulls, for the bears. Close above there, and the next candle will obviously open, and you close above there, then that will naturally go through. You close below here, you're going to mean revert on 1 minute down. Your outlier event 4873. Make wide. What negates this is negative drift coming in. Off, 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 off. Let's go back. Oh, I didn't miss it. It's still there. Yeah. Contraction. Sideways. Looking for a new trend from here. We're looking for a new trend. We're at a VRE level. A new trend can start at failure of the mean and then closes below here. Alright, let's see who's in the book. 60k, 60k, 38k, 51, 27, now some 23, 24k sells, 50k buys, 116k buy, 116k buy. He's being hunted. He's gonna be hunted. So close above PB cone, not too high, not too high, not too high. Just above the fucking PB cone. Close above the PB cone, get stuck in here. Next one will naturally kick itself up. You got an now flip Pearson correlation, you see? Keep it below, keep it in here. Pearson correlation will drift you through. You don't have to press buy to move this thing. Thickness. Okay, there was a 116k buy order that came through here. He's gonna want to be fetched. They want to make him panic. 71, 71. There's a lot more size buying to the upside at the current moment. Obviously, more buyers and sellers makes it go up, but it's by a factor of 3. So there's 58k coming in. That's the guy trying to defend his order. 49k. Yo. So they're going to hold them out to the VRE level. Expansion to the downside if you close below that guy's buy order. trying to whip it up. Let's see what he wants to do in like the last 3 seconds of the close. And is this thing close enough to whip? No. No. It's not close enough to whip. This is him trying to push this PC into this level. You see, if they didn't break above the reverse wave trend, we would have naturally had an easy place to defend and go sideways. It would close sideways, and then any little buy order up would have triggered good mean reversion. So this was looking for a bull div to play through something. Sorry. If you can hear that sound and it's a bit loud, please do let me know. Okay, we've hit a little point over there, which matches up with our PB cone. That's where you want to close. You don't need to close it above. If you close it above, it's going to be very hard to get like 3 candles worth of expansion. Just close it here. See, now it naturally just wants to go sideways. Now it takes more effort to get it up to the daily mean. But obviously if you close above this thing, you will set that. And you see it now. This is where you wanted this candle to be. So why I said but that's why I say like you want to close inside here, because then it's naturally going to push the data through. You don't need to back a lot of the trades. So that was lifting of bids, whatever it is. Okay, contraction, all done. Now you've pumped yourself into negative drift. Now you need real buy orders. So you're gonna look for buy exhaustion, so lower highs. Oh, not that chart. Okay. This is very interesting. Okay, let me set this up here so I don't have to take your guys' attention away there. Oh. Okay. Contraction. You see that's gonna get pushed out, but we have return oscillators, returns going to the upside, red flashes and off. So these are manual buy orders that are coming through. These aren't bots. So we can just my internet likes to switch off when it gets a little bit volatile, right? That's just also quite a good indicator that something really big is going to happen in the market. Sorry. I'm looking at this chart. There, see, lost its steam, you close below. Now if you want good continuation, you actually don't want to dump it too soon. You want to dump it from right here. Naturally print down. That someone gonna hit the bids. There is a good place to look for continuation to the downside. We've got to see what positive drift is gonna wreck this thing. Got the phone. Contraction, negative drift. It's a good one. That's a good one. Now these two just back each other. Back each other. That backs it. That backs it. Outlier event, contraction, backs it. Now you can target your mean and maybe a little bit lower. That's that guy's buy order that he was defending. So obviously maybe you want to put in a bull div off of his buy order if he can defend. 6-hour cone. Okay. That's the baby. What's happening? Okay, we've had some nice contraction of volatility. Maybe you want to close it closer to the JMA. Yeah, a little bit higher than the JMA, about there. And then the next one should naturally want to expand. This will expand, and now we'll have positive correlation. So right now it's sideways, which means it would be quite easy to flip it around on the next print and have that expand and it go negative, which will break us through these ranges. Outlier event. Hey, still stuck in the trend, my guy. Okay. Ultimate off. Oh man, which one are we targeting? Middle one. About 80 bars back. So if any of my friends are watching, setting up a cone on the 6 hour. Obviously we're quite a while away from it now. And on the current 6 hour print, it is, I'll tell you now, 84 periods back from this current 6 hour. Hey guys, that one's pretty cool. So this is like what I use for longer term trends. Because 6 hour structures can help 24 hour structures and 12 hour structures form. And then from there you'll be on the races. So, we can watch this play out. What's 1 minute saying? 1 minute there. Sideways. Now we have the opportunity to run. This one's a little bit sloppy chips, so it needs to print bigger than that, and you're running. Okay. Into reverse wave trend. If they make this thing hit the reverse wave trend, and then obviously this closes below, and then they can close the next candle above, it'll naturally mean revert that to the upside. If this thing crosses now in this pump, you can look for less steam to the upside. This SMA, if it doesn't touch the mean when we touch here, then we know we just have to close above reverse wave trend on the 1 minute. To look for continuation up a bit, and there's your next PB cone is over here, 4962. Expansion to the upside, sitting in a trend, not bad. It's healthy. Sitting in a trend.